well as well. It's an even duel between Kasey Kahne and Elliott Sadler for the first position, and Kasey Kahne has got it. He'll close the deal off of turn 4. This is the battle for second.
So in the traffic jam on the restart, with the cars trying to stay in front of the leader and stay on the lead lap, Elliott Sadler goes through and takes the top spot.
Ford is going to victory lane again here at California Speedway, and Elliott Sadler's going to do it for him.
In 2004, Sadler combined consistency with flashes of brilliance. In years gone by, he had never contended for a title.
I think we got some for him. We might be the sleeper before the year's over with.
Heading into the season, many tabbed Ryan Newman as the odds-on favorite to win the championship.
And we have a spin and a crash in turn 2. 2 cars, it's Ryan Newman and Vickers.
Ryan Newman has gone up and smacked the outside retaining wall.
The outside pole sitter, Newman, has crashed while running in the 14th position.
Despite numerous setbacks and obstacles, Newman demonstrated an incredible resiliency to climb back into contention. In 2003, Newman won 8 races. There was talk that in 2004, the number 12 team struggled to adjust to the new softer tire compounds. For most of the year, Newman remained an enigma. He clearly had the horses to win each and every week, but he never seemed to gain momentum. It was only a matter of time until the number 12 team found their rhythm. At Michigan in June, Newman finally hit his stride.
The Rocket Man, Ryan Newman, quickly rocketed away from the field. Ryan Newman to victory lane for the first time since last October.
Kevin Harvick's attempt to qualify for the chase to the championship was steady and silent. He was consistently a top 10 performer and among the top 10 in points. But at Bristol in August, Harvick found out how big his mouth was when he bit off more than he can chew. During the Cup night race, Harvick needed out. 3 races over 3 days proved to be too much. Harvick drove in the Craftsman Truck Series, then the Busch race. Physically exhausted, the number 29 car limped to 37th place, effectively taking Harvick out of the chase.
I think you look back on it as we made a lot of mistakes, and you know, we probably didn't deserve to be in the top 10 with the mistakes that we made.
In 2003, Jamie McMurray was Rookie of the Year. In 2004, McMurray fought off the sophomore slump.
And Jamie McMurray has an issue, and it's not going to be fuel. He came on the radio, told Donnie Wingo, we have something amiss in the engine department. He even switched ignition boxes. That did not solve the problem.
I mean, we really don't deserve to be in there right now, the way we finished in the top 10 a lot, and we've raced well enough, but we've just broke too many times, too many DNF.
Bobby Labonte won the title in 2000, but any chances of bringing home a second championship disappeared when the number 18 team fired its crew chief in mid-season. In the second half of the season, Labonte failed to contend.
I hate it for all the guys. I mean, I think we got a great race team. We just didn't be able to prove it in the last, 6 or 7 races to rebound from what we had a few weeks ago.
Jeremy Mayfield resurrected his career. The number 19 team fought to overcome early season adversity.
A lot of little instances that happen throughout the year that you always look back on, but you can't look back in this sport. You got to keep looking forward.
Mayfield's resurgence gave him a realistic chance to qualify for the chase for the NASCAR Nextel Cup. Arrogant, brash, and talented describe Kurt Busch. Busch grew up in Las Vegas, but Bristol is his home away from home.
Second straight Food City 500 win for Kurt Busch. The race is over and it's his.
Young man on the move. I'm telling you, got to keep an eye on him, keep a camera on him. Is that 97 car? He's got a good-looking hot rod right now.
Rusty had the bumper right there in turn one, but Busch is driving away. Checkered flag, Kurt Busch.
This one by far has got to be the sweetest. Just keep digging. One race at a time. But when we get to the final 10, there's going to be no holding back. You got to let it rip.
Here comes Kurt Busch right up to Dale Jr.
Love him or hate him, Kurt Busch strives to be consistent.
Here comes Kurt Busch. He wants to fight back to the outside.
Sometimes Busch gets bumped.
Trouble in turn 3, a huge multi-car crash, and they are still piling in.
I mean, guys, I see a lot of our guys top 10 in points, like Kurt Busch came in here second in points.
I don't know why he committed to turn 3 as late as he did. He knew he needed to follow me in. Now we're here instead of out on the track.
Other times, Busch does the bumping.
No. Trouble, man, big trouble.
At least 3 cars.
That was totally uncalled for, and you can say, well, I was bump drafting, but you don't bump draft at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Kurt Busch took out the whole field, and 2 really good cars had a chance of $1 million tonight. If I was Jack Roush, I don't know what I'd do.
Busch's talent is undeniable. He has an aggressive, competitive streak that runs deep. In 4 years on the Cup circuit, he has matured, and at New Hampshire in July, the number 97 team showed they were definitely a dark horse candidate for the Nextel Cup.
Been a struggle over the late spring and early summer for Kurt Busch. No more. He wins today at New Hampshire International Speedway. Couple of car lengths over Jeff Gordon, his second win of the season.
You won at Bristol, then struggled for a few weeks, didn't you?
It's been a struggle with this tire, but this is just an awesome win. We had to come to this week and know we had to put some points together. And this is more or less our 10 races to go. We've got to do it now if we want to be in position.
Winning at New Hampshire put the number 97 team in position for a title run when the chase to the Nextel Cup returned 8 weeks later.
You have to go out and get points. That's all that it boils down to. It's going to be a battle to be within whatever that window is. If it's top 10 or a certain amount of points, you know, maybe the last 10 races might be a little bit more exciting. You're not going to have anybody with a big points lead. Nobody's, you know, managing their lead from there on in. So maybe it'll be a good shootout.
The thing that makes me happy at the end of the day is when I get out of the race car and I know that I did all that I could do. Just knowing that if I give 100% and things work out right, I have the potential to be a champion.
His talent was evident from the start.
Came back to Rick and said, hey, what do you think about this Jimmie Johnson kid? This might be the piece that we were looking for.
I think he's going to be a superstar in the sport.
25-year-old Jimmie Johnson, in his 58th NASCAR Busch Series start, will take the first ever checkered flag at Chicagoland Speedway.
From his first Busch victory to his first Cup victory, Jimmie Johnson has been dominant. The communication between his crew and their versatility is amazing. The number 48 team can win on any track the Cup circuit has to offer. At Darlington in March, lightning-quick pit stops put the number 48 car out in front all day. In May, Johnson led 334 of 400 laps.
When you get over here, I want to see you burn them things down, buddy.
At Pocono in June, Johnson again dominated. When the Cup Series returned in August, Johnson did what he has done so many times at other tracks in years past. He swept the series. Far ahead ahead of the competition in points, the number 48 team tried new setups.
Chad Knaus, Jimmie Johnson's crew chief, has been very open lately about experimenting with chassis setups, aerodynamic packages. Is it hard to do that, Jimmy, and stick to the game plan?
We have a nice cushion. It all resets here in a little bit anyways, but we don't want to have failures, period.
Jimmie Johnson has only fallen out of 2 races so far this season. This would be the first engine-related problem that his team has suffered.
2 weeks in a row, a lot of points have been spent.
Yeah, it has. You know, I've probably been the slowest to conform with this new point system, but it's too bad. You know, today was all my fault. I feel terrible. Made a small mistake that was very costly.
And this is an interview Jimmie Johnson has not wanted to do for a 3rd straight week.
I'm just dumbfounded right now. I can smell oil and locked up, so I must have broke a valve or dropped the cylinder. Bad momentum on our side right now. We'll get it back, though.
August has been a month to forget for Jimmie Johnson. 3 engine failures, and yesterday in practice wrecked his primary car, having to go to a backup car today.
To be a champion, you've got to fight through all things and all odds, and we're ready for the battle.
Jimmie's troubling month of August lingered in the minds of many. How would the number 48 team respond in the chase?
Who's going to get into the chase? Who's going to get locked out? Who's going to be mad at whom? How many guys are actually going to compete in the 10-race chase for the championship? In 400 laps, we'll have our answer.
The top 5, they are locked in. No matter where they finish tonight, they are good for the chase. Can't get them out of there. Elliott Sadler needs to only start the race, and he'll be okay.
Chevrolet, it's time to rock and roll. So, gentlemen, start your engine!
Been talking about it all summer. Tonight we find out who gets in and who is left out in the chase for the Nextel Cup. We're underway in Richmond as the green flag waves. We put Kurt Busch on camera to tell you this. Todd Bodine's car has just been retired from the race. Kurt is assured of finishing 42nd or better. There is the first clincher tonight.
Jeremy Mayfield led a lap. How about that?
5 bonus points. He finally got the nose under Mike Wallace and got the run off turn 4. Here we go. Dale Jr.'s in it. Jimmie Johnson.
And Mark Martin's in it. The 6 car
has spun. I don't think he got hit.
Okay. All right, stop right there. Keep going. Right there.
Back on the brake. Come on. Stay low. Come on.
Half-pound on the right front tire for Bobby Labonte, who's having an excellent run.
Kevin Harvick gives up 8th place. The car was loose into the corner, loose off the corner. They'll make a track bar adjustment to this car. 4 tires and fuel for Harvick.
Go hard. Ed, are we in good shape? It's real close, Ryan.
Oh, we got trouble in 2.
That will be Kasey Kahne. Just in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. when he spun.
Will it run? Can he get it going?
Come on.